Lotshono Mthwakazi kaNdaba silamukela njalo kwesinye isiqephu sethu sezindaba kumsakazo we-Citizens Movement Radio. Namhla kungoLwesibili, 2 kuNhlangula ngomnyaka ka-2026. Indaba lizethulelwa ngikhethiwe Chuma. Ake sikhangele kwesihamba phambili namhlanje kumsakazo we-Citizens Movement Radio. Ukulalelwa kokujinjwa kwesisekelo sombuso ngokwehlandla lesithathu sokusedalele ephalamende lapho kukhangelelwe ukuba kube lempikiswano kanye lokuvota. Ukujinjwa kwesisekelo sombuso ngokwehlandla lesithathu kuliphutha elenziwa ngumuntu ephambanisa isizwe, kusho uMongameli uChamisa. Umnangagwa nxa ethandwa ngabantu kakuyiwe ku-referendum, kusho uMkhwananzi ngesikhathi ephendula uMthwangwa. Nanzi indaba zethu ngokugcweleyo. Ukulalelwa kokujinjwa kwesisekelo sombuso ngokwehlandla lesithathu sokusedalele ephalamende lapho kukhangelelwe ukuba kubalwe ngokokuqala bese kusiba lempikiswano njalo kuvotwe. Nxa lo mthetho uza kupasiswa uzakwenza ukuba izakhamizi ziye okhethweni ngemva kweminyaka eyisikhombisa, hatshi le emihlanu ejwayelekileyo. Kanti njalo lokhu kuzakwenza izinduna zivunyelwe ukuba ziphatheke kwezepolitiki. Umthetho lo kubhekane lokwenqaba okukhulu okuvela kubandla eliphikisayo. Intatheli zindaba yethu isithumelele imininingwana evelayo.
Today, there was a hive of activity across the country, including the parliament, where the Minister of Legal and Parliamentary Affairs, Ziyambi, labelled the first reading of CAB3 to parliamentarians. This means the bill is now set for a second reading, followed by debates and eventually a vote.
Okay. Today we formally introduced the bill for the first time in Parliament, which means we had our first reading of the bill. Basically, this is the stage where the bill is introduced, and tomorrow we will start the second reading speech, opening up debate for our parliamentarians to start debating and contributing towards the enactment of the bill.
How are you feeling at this point, Honourable Minister?
I think it's good. I'm feeling good. The process is we must start, and I think we started on a good footing. Most parliamentarians were in the House, which is an indicator to me that there is overwhelming support from honourable MPs, or they are eager to debate and contribute to the legislative agenda of our country.
How confident are you about tomorrow's proceedings?
I'm very confident. I believe it's a progressive legislation which we must proceed to enact.
Well, what is the stipulated time for this process?
We'll see as we go, but we want to ensure that everyone is given a chance to debate, so we'll not stifle debate. So the timeline is dependent on the number of legislators who want to debate the bill.
Thank you, Honourable Minister.
Meanwhile, outside Parliament, retired generals and senior civil servants led by retired Air Marshal Henry Muchena wrote a strong statement warning parliamentarians that a vote for the bill will bring about dire consequences after the generals had met Mr. Mnangagwa twice last month and failed to make him abandon plans to extend his term using CAB3. The statement said Mr. Mnangagwa simply said, "Who wins, wins." The statement went on to warn members of the parliament that voting for CAB3 goes against the values of the liberation struggle and breaks the current constitution that was voted for by the people. The statement has been warmly greeted by citizens who say they stand by the retired generals and are ready to assist in any way they can, including protest. In another development, citizens from across the country have taken their MPs to the Constitutional Court, challenging their support for CAB3, arguing that they, as citizens who voted for them, did not give them a mandate to support CAB3 and thus should not vote for the bill. Among some of the MPs taken to court are Owen Mudanguve, Sheikh Motumburwa, and Chido Sanyatwe, the wife of retired General Anselm Senyatwe. We will keep you updated on our news channel and groups. Reporting for Citizens Movement Radio, this is Loveness Kotora.
Umthungameli webandla eliphikisayo owaziwa kakhulu igqwetha uNelson Chamisa usesole kakhulu ukutshintshwa kwesisekelo sombuso ngokwehlandla lesithathu. Lokhu wathe isinqumo esingaqondanga njalo esidlalisa isikhathi kanti njalo kuliphutha elikhulu elenziwa esizweni ngumuntu oyedwa. Uye wathi lo mthetho osufakwe edale lephalamende ukuze ubalwe ngokokuqala ujonge ukudlalisa isikhathi kanye lengcebo yelizwe. Ephosela emakhasini akhe okuxhumana namhlanje, umongameli uChamisa uxwayise ukuba kuzakuba lemphumela engaqondanga kakhulu nxa kulokhu kuqhutshekelwa phambili ngokufuqa ukuba isisekelo sombuso sitshintshwe ngokwehlandla lesithathu. Uye wakhuthaza izakhamizi ukuba zimanyane njalo zale ukutshintshwa kwesisekelo sombuso ngokwehlandla lesithathu. Usomlomo webandla eliphikisayo uPromise Mkhwananzi usethe usomlomo webandla leZANU-PF uChristopher Muchwangwa uqamba amanga ukuba ukutshintshwa kwesisekelo sombuso ngokwehlandla lesithathu kuveza ukuba umongameli webandla leZANU-PF obusa ngodlakela u-Emmerson Mnangagwa waziwa kakhulu ngabantu. Ephawula ngenkulumo eyenziwe nguMuchwangwa izolo ngesikhathi ekhuluma labonozindaba, uMkhwananzi utshele ibandla leZANU-PF ukuba nxa ngabe uMnangagwa esaziwa ngabantu kakuyiwe ku-referendum ngodaba lokutshintshwa kwesisekelo sombuso ngokwehlandla lesithathu. Ake sizweni okaMkhwananzi ekhuluma.
Lawa akhulunywe ke amazwi ethulwe ngumnumzana uChris Muchwangwa angamanga. Abantu beZimbabwe, uZulu jikelele weZimbabwe kasekeli uhlelo lo-Cape 3. AmaZimbabweans athi wona hayi isisekelo sombuso asihlonitshwe, uZulu wonke kahloniphe isisekelo sombuso welizwe. Nxa kuthiwe uzabuswa kwamathema amabili abe ngamathema amabili. Xa kuyikuthi umnumzana ke uMnangagwa uthi yena uhlelo lwakhe lusekelwa nguZulu jikelele weZimbabwe, bathi bona sambeni ku-referendum siyebona ukuthi kuyaphuma njani.
Owayemela iPhelandaba Chabalala edale lephalamende umhlonitshwa uGift Ostalos Siziba useqoqe izakhamizi ukuba zale ukutshintshwa kwesisekelo sombuso ngokwehlandla lesithathu kanti njalo bavikele isisekelo sombuso. Ephosela emakhasini akhe okuxhumana uSiziba uthi isikhathi sesikiso manje sesibhekane lobunzima obukhulu bokuphanjaniswa kwenkululeko kanye lesisekelo sombuso. Uye wangezelela ukuba izakhamizi kumele zimi ndawonye zibambene ukuze bale ukutshintshwa kwesisekelo sombuso noma ngaziphi indlela ezidingakalayo. Igqwetha elikhangela ngezokubusa kwelizwe uSikhwicamfundo Lovemore Maduku usexwayise ukuba ukutshintshwa kwesisekelo sombuso ngokwehlandla lesithathu kakukhatshana lokuba kwedlule iloba umthetho lo usuhanjiswe edale lephalamende ukuze kuphikiswane ngawo. Uye waxwayisa ukuba kusazoyenzeka izinto eziningi njalo kuza kuba lokwenqaba nxa ngabe lo umthetho kawuyi ku-referendum. Okusenjalo umthungameli wenhlanganiso ye-Transform Zimbabwe uJacob Ngarivume usethe isimo esikhona elizweni lesi sibucayi kanti njalo kudingeka ukuba abantu bamanyane ukuze bale ukutshintshwa komthetho lo. Owayemela iMasvingo Central edale lephalamende umhlonitshwa uJefferson Chitando usesole kakhulu ungqongqoshe wezemthetho kubandla leZANU-PF uZiyambi lo amveze njengegqwetha eliyisiphukuphuku elihlose ukusebenzisa iphalamende ngendlela engayisiyo ukuze kusekelwe ukutshintshwa kwesisekelo sombuso ngokwehlandla lesithathu. Ngonkulumo yakhe uChitando usole kakhulu uZiyambi ngokufuqa lokhu akuthe yikusebenziswa kokuvotwa emaphandleni edale lephalamende lapho amalunga edale lephalamende ekhangelelwe ukuba avotele ukutshintshwa kwesisekelo sombuso ngokwehlandla lesithathu emalangeni azayo. Ake sizweni uChitando ekhuluma.
Ziyambi as a lawyer should be ashamed of what he is saying. And if he is representing ZANU-PF and ZANU-PF calls itself a democratic party, why is it saying that they want to introduce the same tactics of intimidating voters like in the rural areas. That is impossible. That is unheard of. That is shameful. That is stupid, primitive, and barbaric, which should not be even entertained by any members of parliament. What Ziabi should be saying with his confidence is that the bill, if it is coming from the people and if the people are represented by members of parliament, they are going to vote freely to what they want. That is what we call democracy, not what he is trying to do. We know that Jonathan Moyo in 2008 took MDCT to court for what he called a violation of the secret of the ballot. So we will also approach the court if he tries to take the people's right of voting as to their wish.
Owayengumongameli wenhlanganiso yezinasu kanti njalo usemela abantu abasha kwele Harare edale lephalamende umhlonishwa uThakuzwa Ngaziore usole kakhulu ukuqhubeka kokuvalelwa kukamongameli wezinasu Libertha Mauswa kanye loDillian Chisemwa, uRichard Nyamandi kanye loThakunda Mareva labo abetheswa amacala angekhoyo ukungaziphathi ngendlela eqondileyo. Ake sizweni umhlonishwa uNgaziore ekhuluma.
The arrest of the current Zimbabwe National Students Union President, Libertha Mauswa, and the former President, Emmanuel Setima, including prominent student leaders Dylan Chisemwa, Richard Nyamandi, and Thakunda Mareverwa, is a reflection of how we are being led by people who have no respect at all for democracy. Such anti-democratic means of handling freedom of expression and thought should be condemned by all progressive citizens. I'm of the firm belief that the state is showing us its true colors when it comes to what it stands for. It stands for injustice. It stands for the suffocation of the rights and freedoms that are enshrined in the Constitution itself. A constitution that, funny, they seek to amend is a constitution that they have no regard and respect for. Sadly, I'm of the belief that people should be led to speak their mind, to interact, to also share their thoughts as student leaders, and to respond to policy issues, and not to be arrested over flimsy charges.
Isikhohlakali sebandla leZANU-PF uWinnie Chivayo uqhubekela phambili ngokuhlaza inotho yakhe iloba ilizwe limi manzonzo kwezomkhonomi. uChivayo kubikwa enikele ngemali engange-5 million edoleni leMelika kunkonzo yeZion Christian Church iZCC le ethunganyelwa nguBishop Nehemiah Mutendi. Kubikwa njalo ewathembisa ukuthenga imota kanokusho iRolls and Royce yomnyaka ka-2026 ebiza imali engange-1.2 million edoleni leMelika. uChivayo uye wathembisa njalo ukuthengela ama-Fortuner GD6 kubazalwane abangama-77 bebandla leZCC. Abantu abasha abathathu baseZimbabwe abaphila bese-United Kingdom balahlekelwe imiphefumulo yabo engozini ezintathu ezishiyeneyo zamanzi. Oleminyaka eli-15 uChieza Nyajoa uye wabhubha ngemva ehluleke ukuntsheza eFombai Beach ngempelaviki. Kwathi lo oleminyaka eli-13 Delvin Musakwa obelekusasa elihle kakhulu kwezenguqu edlalela iHeavy Tree Youth FC uye wagalula e-Exeter Ship Canal. Kwesinye njalo isehlakalo leminyaka eli-19 uPanashe Muchenje laye uye wabhubha ngemva kokuba ehluleke ukuntsheza eBalderton Lake duze leNewark. Ke sibuyele kudaba lwethu oluhamba phambili lapho umongameli uChamisa ebeqoqa izakhamizi ukuba zimanyane ukuze bale ukujintshwa kwesisekelo sombuso ngokwehlandla lesithathu. Siye saxoxisana lezakhamizi ukuze sizwe imbono yabo mayelana ngalolu daba.
Good day, fellow citizens. We welcome Advocate Nelson Chamisa's statement on CAB 3. No matter how much money the pre-CAB cabal can put aside to influence the outcome, the passing of this bill, it will come to naught. People are angry. People know exactly what is happening, and they are not in support. So all the MPs, if they pass this bill, this is just their action, not the consent of every Zimbabwean, because the process from the beginning is flawed. The process is illegal. There's no way the MPs and the president can extend their term of their office without the consent of the people. So we support Advocate Nelson Chamisa 100%. He is very correct. It's a wrong move. It's not going to work. So we agree, we support, we believe in it. Thank you very much, Advocate.
Inkundla ye-National Sports Stadium iye yavula iminyango yayo kwezenguqu ngesonto ephelileyo lapho bese kuphele phose iminyaka emine ilungiswa. Kusenjalo sokubele ukuchothoza okukhulu okuvela ebantwini mayelana lenkampani ebiqhashiwe nguhulumende ukuba ilungisele indawo ukuba akayenzanga umsebenzi oncomekayo. Umlandeli wezenguqu kanti njalo wayelilunga ledale lephalamende uFatsai Mahere usole kakhulu uhulumende ngokuqasha inkampani engazwisisekiyo ukuba yenze umsebenzi enkundleni ephakamisa isidima sesizwe. Owathatha isicoco se-Grand Slam okwamahlandla angama-23 Serena Williams kubikwa njalo esephendukile kumidlalo ye-tennis eseleminyaka engama-44. Lo isizalwane saseMelika njalo esaziwa kakhulu ngokudlala umdlalo we-tennis wagcina ukudlala umdlalo ngomnyaka ka-2022 lapho azadliwe ngu-Alja Tombijanovic. Kubikwa uza kudlala ngokokuqala e-HSP tournament eQueen's Club. Ukuziphetha lezi ndaba kumsakazo we-Citizens Movement Radio nanze besihamba phambili. Ukulalelwa kokujintshwa kwesisekelo sombuso ngokwehlandla lesithathu sokusedalele ephalamende lapho kukhangelelwe ukuba kube lempikiswano bese kuvotwa. Ukujintshwa kwesisekelo sombuso ngokwehlandla lesithathu kuliphutha eliza kuphambanisa isizwe elenziwa ngumuntu oyedwa, kusho umongameli uChamisa. Nxa ngabe umnangagwa esaziwa kakhulu kakuyiwe ku-referendum, kusho uMkhwananzi ngesikhathi ephendula umthwangwa. Siziphetha lapha lezi ndaba.